Although black men were given the right to vote right after the Civil War and black women were able to vote when white women were, it was not the reality in the South and even in places in the North. Black people were intimidated, killed, and threatened when they attempted to vote. So in the 1960s, another Voting Rights Act was passed, but still, it was hard for black people to vote. Now, one of these people was Fannie Lou Hamer. She was the youngest of 20 children of a Mississippi tenant farmer. And this is how she learned about voting. The only thing they could do to me was kill me, and it seemed like they'd been trying to do that a little bit at the time ever since I can remember. Well, I didn't know anything about voting. I didn't know anything about registering to vote. One night I went to the church. They had a mass meeting, and I went to the church, and they talked about how it was our right that was we could register and vote. They were talking about we could vote out people that we didn't want in office. We thought that wasn't right, that we could vote them out. That sounded interesting to me, and I wanted to try it. I had never heard until 1962 that black people could register and vote. Well, when I first tried to register, it was in Indianola. I went to Indianola on the 31st of August in 1962. That was to try to register. When we got there, there was 18 of us went that day. So when we got there were people there with guns and just a lot of strange looking people to us. We went on in the circuit clerk's office and he asked us, what did we want? And we told him what we wanted. We wanted to try and register. He told us that all of us would have to get out of there except two. So I was one of the two persons that remained inside to try to register. We stayed in to take the literacy test. So the registrar gave me the 16th section of the Constitution of Mississippi. He pointed it out in the book and told me to look at it and then copy it down just like I saw it in the book. Put a period where a period was supposed to be, a comma and all of that. After I copied it down, he told me right below that to give a real reasonable interpretation. Then, interpret what I had read. That was impossible. I had tried to give it, but I didn't even know what it meant, much less to interpret it. But Fannie Lou kept on, and she kept on despite losing her job, her husband's support, and getting beat almost to death. Fannie Lou Hamer led voting rights actions in Mississippi, and she was able to vote.